Excellencies, dear prize-winning photographers, dear friends, welcome. It gives me great pleasure seeing you all here at the award ceremony of the 47th World Press Photo Contest. We're going to celebrate another year of remarkable photojournalism by putting the spotlights on the men and women who so skillfully covered last year's news events, who documented contemporary issues and showed us the richness and diversity of everyday life. Would the prize-winning photographers please join us on stage? Before we hand out the first award of this evening, we will show an interview with Lorena Ross.
After working for a month in Barcelona with a particular girl, I realized that the story was much bigger than I thought. I didn't realize that was like a big thing behind it, like a trafficking network and a voodoo done to them and a debt of $50,000 to pay back. Then I decided to continue, and one important step for it was the voodoo ceremony done to the woman, used as psychological pressure to pay back $50,000 to the trafficker. Unfortunately, it's a story that is still there. It's not going to expire, if that makes sense. So I will carry on.
Before we move on, let's watch a video with Paul Nicklin.
They might read a beautiful story or a powerful story on Sudan, a story on Hawaii, and then all of a sudden they go, oh, salmon, flip, we eat that, they don't care. So when they flip them through that magazine, you have the chance to hook 150 million people. And so you need the aesthetics, you need a couple of wow pictures, and that's where you spend the largest part of your time shooting these stories, is trying to get those few wow pictures to hook the reader, bring them into the magazine, make them care about the subject. My goal in life was to become a photojournalist and bridge the gap between science and scientists and the general public by shooting wildlife conservation, environmental stories.
Embedded journalism must never be an alibi for making life difficult or impossible for those who have decided to go it alone.
We're going to watch a short interview, this time with Jonas Lindqvist.
I want to reflect the strength of his whole personality, the way he takes care of problems, the way he's dealing with the problems. It's very easy just to shoot this and to take the pictures of the worst parts of him, but I try to portray him as a great person, and that's what he is.
Before we proceed, let's listen to Yuri Kozyrev.
I couldn't make the real connection, the real relationship with the people. they didn't care about my job, that I'm a journalist, or whether I'm a journalist, or whether I had accreditation or not. The only question was, are you American? And I said, "Нет." I tried to visit the hospital every day during the war, because it was one of the ways to get the news. Time was the first to publish the picture of Ali, and then, yeah, then he's a symbol of the war.
I do believe images can play a role in diplomacy. It often takes pictures to get the crisis into the news and to attract political attention, especially in a world where the image becomes the message. The award for the World Press Photo of the Year for 2003.
First, I want to say I'm very honored to win this prize, which to me is the biggest prize you can win. And considering the caliber and the quality and the honesty of a lot of the work which we've seen tonight, when in a war, when you just get grabbed, someone puts a hood on you and puts you in a pen with barbed wires. But at the same time, someone comes and maybe makes it a little bit easier for you, untied you so you can hold your child. With the hood, it was very subdued, but I believe he was trying to calm down his son, and it worked. After a while, he stopped crying, and I felt much better too. And I know my little girl wanted to come on stage, so but to show you the size of the little boy, and she's just very pretty. Thank you to all.